People can't shame us into being their personal guard dogs whenever they snap their fingers and get into a damn situation. Let me tell you something, even a bodyguard, let's keep it a buck. Like the Somalian chick, she's going out there instigating shit. And let's just keep it real. And that doesn't justify nobody hitting that woman. But she was going out instigating shit.
Like, baby, this is my movie. I'm the star. You're an extra. In fact, you don't even have a speaking part. Shut up right now.
But I just heard that a sister got hit with a brick for denying the romantic advances of her brother. Is that true? Can somebody confirm this story?
Why are you so obsessed with me?
To rest assured that at this stage of my life, a girl will never, ever be devastated, crying, or even worried about a romantic relationship. At this point in my life, I'm 31, a mother, a MILF, if I do say so myself, and a divorcee that's extremely career-oriented. So, at this point, like, you show up in my life and show me a good time, or welcome to my block party. Welcome to my block party. Get blocked, honey. To rest assured.
Brick Gate. And it's an interesting discussion. It's a very interesting discussion. Should brothers defend random women who are into situations? Should brothers defend them? And generally, yeah, if you see a sister who's in distress, a sister who's in a situation where another man is coming at her sideways, yeah, generally, brothers do step in, and I've stepped into many situations where sisters be all on the ground, crying, talking, I don't know what I did ever to deserve this.
I ever done to anybody in my life to deserve this?
You walk up to this man, put your hand all in this man's face. Don't you ever? Then you proceeded to walk your little heavy ass over there and shake ass. So he hit you with a brick. Your hands to yourself. That's why you got hit with a brick. You want to go around slapping motherfuckers, touching women or men putting their hands on women. But every now and then, you go like the son that you raising without a daddy. You gonna find one of them, and he ain't have a daddy to tell him not to hit women. And you gonna find out today. You found out brick side of the face. Wow. But now she want to cry.
Anybody in my life to deserve this?
But no, you was just aggressive and masculine and wanted to act like a man and put your hands on a man. But then when the man hit your head in the head with a brick, you want to play victim.
We're going to have to ski mask up and start protecting our women. We're going to have to ski mask up and start protecting our women. A brother put his hands on a sister, there should be an army of brothers to put him in his place. We have to. We have to.
I'm 30 years old. They got me up.
And this is her first post right here. So, she showed how she tried to, I guess, make a name for herself on a podcast, and the energy of it that she was given, she was going to be able to be in a space where she could communicate with people, because we're going to find out why down the line. We all get to see why she might not have been able to use her journalism skills the correct way, but instead she used it to finesse people 3 different times. She hit the jackpot with $40,000 this time.
Gotta beat me up for no reason. Look at me. I'm not a bad person. Y'all know that. Y'all know I'm a good person. And they try to do this to me. They mad because he's trying to be somebody. I'm trying to be a doctor and they mad. Look what they did to me. Look what.
I don't know where it happened. I don't know when it happened. I don't know who the sister was. I don't know who the brother is.
It appears we've been scammed again. Rhoda Osman, the Brick Lady, appears to be a scammer that uses victimhood to create GoFundMes. Her first incident was in 2020. She claimed she was assaulted by a dollar store security guard, in which she sustained facial contusions, a black eye, and a back injury. She started a GoFundMe and received over $4,000.
A brotherhood are dishonored every time a black woman is assaulted. Black men, as a brotherhood, are dishonored. Our women are off limits for domestic abuse of any kind, violence of any kind. You know, I hate that you see it that way. Because after this whole Rhoda situation happened, I noticed that women were jumping on panels and saying that black men don't protect black women. And you guys ran with that narrative and you bashed us for 7 days. And so I found this story of a black man protecting a black woman. He lost his life. Now, again, your perception is what it is. I mean, maybe you went through the comment section and you didn't like what men were saying, but what you could do as a black woman, more than likely, you could click the GoFundMe or copy the link. I'm going to put the link on this video, and you can donate to this man's family because he did exactly what women are saying men should do. So instead of getting upset because I am showing you guys that you donated to Rhoda, 41,000 plus, and in this situation they have funeral expenses. He's got family that he's left behind. He has 2 kids, or he had 2 kids because he's no longer here, and he had a girlfriend. And so that GoFundMe is still up. You have the option to, if you're really saying that you're a nice person and you care, you have the option to go to the GoFundMe and donate.
And generally, in some scenarios, yeah, and at one point, yeah. But look, let's look at the climate, because a lot of people are saying, "Hey, man, this is a different vibe out here." There's a few things we got to take into factor. Right now, you got a lot of women out here who like, "Yeah, I don't need a man. Whoop, ain't no man do nothing for me." And y'all keep putting that out there, and then some dudes are like, "Well, damn, if you out here in the streets and you getting into it, handle that, man." That's how some people are kind of interpreting that. If you put certain energy out there, saying, "I don't need no man, man can't do nothing for me," you put certain energy out there, you get hemmed up. That energy is going to stick with you. In some cases, not saying good, bad, right, or wrong.
Brother Shay Bashay, if I'm saying it wrong, not my fault. What we all should learn is that we shouldn't even get her name right. How she came into the black community and disrespected our men that actually support and love our women, righteous women anyway, and so I'm finding out on Instagram because, I was doing some little research, and she went to Columbia journalism school, first generation, so she say. And in 2016, she got this accolade. And apparently, this was her front door to using people's energy to take their money away from them. She didn't use her skills to help. She actually used it against black women.
Said people are not, quote unquote, finding this alleged assailant because she didn't file a police report. She lied to the hospital about not being the victim of a crime so that they wouldn't mandatorily file a police report either. She won't cooperate with the police and is avoiding reputable news stations, right? You sit there and you don't need to know anything else if you choose. Full picture gives a fuller picture, right? The reason I have this comment here is because I went back to add a question mark to the statement about the hospital, because we reported last night that in Texas it is state law that when a person is a victim of a crime, whether the person files a police report or not, the hospital is mandated to file a police report. There's no police report that anyone can find about this situation. People are saying that police were on the scene, but she would not cooperate with the police. She jumped into her car and drove herself to the hospital. Once she got to the hospital, if she would have told them that she was a victim of a crime, they would have had to report it to the police. But she didn't do that. Oh, S. Rogers is saying 2 GoFundMe accounts? Sir, look again. Before I did this video and I was looking for a photo of her to add to the thumbnail, I found a third GoFundMe which raised over $10,000 associated with her name, for which she is listed as a beneficiary 2 years ago. So we have a GoFundMe from 3 years ago that raised $5,000, 2 years ago that raised $10,000, and now this year that raised $40,000. We have a history of problematic behavior.